What's up, everyone? It's your boy Quicksand, and this is episode 179 of Mindset Monday. And in today's episode, I'm going to break down LeBron and Chris Paul's signature move, plus a counter to add to your bag. Let's tap in. Let's break down this move, and let's start off just like with any move on the basketball court with our foundation, with our base, and with our feet. So what he does is either faces the rim or he has his feet facing towards the right. But it starts off with his feet narrow. Then he gets into his dribbles. I won't show you the dribble yet. Gets into the dribble and then gets into a split where he keeps this foot anchored and then this foot goes out like he's gonna take off towards the right. After he does his dribble, he brings the basketball back towards his shooting pocket and then gets into his shot. Now, another big part of this is that he starts off narrow, goes out wide, and when he brings his feet back, he gets what's called a foot replacement, which is getting your feet back underneath your hips to get the best balance possible and then getting into your shot. Now, this is also a move that Chris Paul and Luka Doncic have in their bag, but they have different variations of the move. Okay, so let's break down LeBron's dribble first, and then I'll get into Luka and Chris Paul. So on LeBron's signature move, he either faces the rim or faces this way with a live dribble, and he's relaxing to get that defense to relax. He gets into 1 pound dribble, so pound dribble into a float. So he floats the basketball in his hand away from his hip, and what he does is he starts narrow, float away, gets into that anchor step back underneath his hips and goes up. Now, an important component is that he stares at the basketball. So he stares at the basketball to make it look as if he's gonna get it and then take off, or if he's gonna get it and then cross over into space, because one of LeBron's deadliest moves is just getting one dribble, getting into the paint, either getting a lob, dunking it himself, or passing to a teammate. So if he's able to get to the middle, it's deadly for the defense. So they want to stay as far back as possible just to be able to recover. And he throws them off by getting into the shot. So Luka will either go crossover from left to right or go between the legs, and he lunges forward while keeping this foot back and ready to get loaded into the shot. So it's not necessarily a side step or a step back, but more so just getting into a lunge position and then getting your feet back into the shot. Now, Chris Paul, who is one of LeBron's best friends, has a very similar move. And what he does, instead of just having that foot be anchored, he gets into a side step because he is a shorter guard and he needs to create more space than LeBron does, who is 6'9". Chris Paul is like 6 foot flat. So if he has to get more space, he doesn't look at the basketball, but he gets into a side step from right, left into the shot. Now, with any of these moves, whether it's LeBron's, Luka's, or Chris Paul, you can either go side to side or you can go backwards for even more space. So let's get into the counter move that you can do to LeBron's signature move. So LeBron's signature move is easy to counter because he looks at the basketball before he shoots. Okay, so you can use that to your advantage. If the defense knows that once you look at the basketball, you're gonna bring it back, you can get into a push cross. So the push cross looks like this. So I get into my moves, whatever I wanna do, relax, push cross, get to the lane, either floater, you can dunk the basketball or find a teammate. Now, what makes it look like a shot is the fact that I'm bringing it back here into my shooting pocket while keeping my hand on the side or on top, but I'm also getting my eyes to the rim. So if my eyes go from basketball to rim, it looks like I'm gonna get into my shot. This person, for the most part, is gonna get out of position trying to block your shot, or they either step up. And once that happens, you take off towards the left, and then you get into any move that you want to do and any finish. Let's see it in fast motion. So it's the same thing with Chris Paul's signature move. As he gets into that side step, you can fake as if you're going to get into your shot. Okay, so let's see that one in fast motion as well. Now what I like to do is mix in LeBron and Chris Paul's move together in one, okay? Because I'm a shorter guard, so I need to create more space. So I like to, instead of having my foot anchored here, I like to really get into that side step or that step back into any move or shot that I want. You see it? Let's see it into a three-point shot. And you can sell it even more by getting into a couple different moves that get the defense to relax and stay in their place, and then get into your look away shot. Start off relaxed. Into the side lunge, into your shot. Sell the fact that you could potentially take off. And that's a wrap for this video. Thank you all for watching. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss another drop. And as always, please share this video with someone who you know can benefit, get in the gym, work on your game, work on this move.